since the spawns have changed, and it is glass control, glass control, glass control. 90% of our engagements are going to go down in glass. It's glass control.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome. But yeah, you're going to see so many engagements for control there, because that is really the building that's overlooking. I mean, that's where you want to push from, and also overlooking where the drone spawns.
It's drone side of the map.
Yeah.
So that's obviously, you know, something you always want to control.
And you see every single player now jettisoning towards glass.
Right. I mean, you would expect so. That is where the drone spawns. So it's going to be TK off the break, picking up a bunch of nice kills. One player left beside in glass. That's going to be JCap. Looney's going to be able to pick him up. Let's go on board with there. You see everybody getting that dreaded green spawn from Denial. Definitely the way you want to start off with your TK, but you need to convert this into points. You can't let this one get away from you.
Well, the lucky part for them, they didn't get that like back corner green spawn. They spawned a kind of green wall, so they were able to rotate really quickly and cut this off.
Where was he trying to go with the drone? Goon, the drone is underneath you. He's going to... Oh, he's going to pick it up. Takes him a little bit. He's just going to try and chuck that one in. Going to get 1 point.
At least they got the 1 point.
Right, at least they got the 1 point.
Where is the drone?
That was a little scary if you're a TK fan right there. You know, Goon trying to figure out where the drone was. Finally able to pick it up, but he wasted a ton of time. If he picks that one up originally, he probably gets 2.
Yeah, let's just hope this one doesn't come down to 1 point in the end.
Yeah.
This has just been the worst hour and a half for TK of all time.
You know, they've had a pretty rough day. Started out great. Started to get pretty rough here towards the end, but right now, Sharp, he's going to be on your screen trying to get control of that drone side, but drone is over on the TK side of the map. They're going to need to get that one out of there. Let it linger for a little bit. Denial could have had an opportunity to get up and slay out and pick that one up, throw it right in, but Looney, he's going to be controlling that drone. He's going to try and push that one mid, but he's going to get shut down. Yeah,
he sprinted straight at that player. I don't know if he was going for the melee or thought maybe he was going to have some help, but he will be taken out. We're going to watch replays. He's going to wrap it back around glass side. They're going to be pushing towards blue here. Let's see if they're going to be able to... He needs a little bit of cover. There's 2 players in and around him. He is going to drop, and I believe it's Clay that was with him. Goon shut that down as well. I think Looney picked up 2 players, and all that forward aggression from Denial just got destroyed.
And Goon getting off to a really hot start here for TK. He's got the 1 uplink on the board, starting off 8 and 4, double pause on that 2 streak. He's going to pick up the drone kind of by accident. One of his teammates dropped to throw it against the wall.
Yeah, that was awkward. I don't think he was going for that at all.
No, he was not intending to get that at all, but right now, it's actually going to set up a pretty nice run for Denial. But you see every time they get that drone around the right side, they're never able to pick up these kills with the spawners under green, but phenomenal run there by replays as he's going to put that one in, get that 2 points on the board, but you can't say it enough. JCap absolutely crushing here for Denial, starting off 11 and 7.
Well, that was 100% about, I didn't see what player was in there with him, because whoever was with Clay completely distracted 2 players.
Yeah.
So that he was able to punch that one through.
You see Sharp with some nice shots. He's going to be running that battle on this map for TK. Attach, he's going to get that one off. No, actually, he drops with that drone in midair. And that drone is going to be down in an awkward spot. TK needs to get down and get it out of there because you see Denial, they're going to just play around. And if they get slayed out right here, TK, they're going to spawn green. But very nice plays from the guys on TK. Keep that one alive.
Now, looking at this, since the spawns have changed, do you think this is pretty relatively 50-50, or is there still a favorite side for you?
No, there used to be a favorite side, but we've seen so much in the Pro League that from the quote-unquote bad side, teams are putting up tons of points. So I really don't think either side is too heavily favored at this point. You see that spawn coming in at green for the players on TK.
This is an
They're
easy
going to spawn
one.
underneath that attached. He's slaying out on the mini-map. Looks like he was underneath. They're going to put that one in for 2. And TK needs to be careful here. They can't let this one get away.
Yeah, and the reason you're going for glass control, like we've been talking about, is because you go keep an eye on the mini-map. I mean, basically what you're actually fighting to do is spawn them in that top right corner in green. And you saw they did that perfectly there. They had a player lined up, so as they started streaming out, I believe it was Attach, got some easy kills, and they put in another dunk.
Right, and Looney, he was going to be watching that, left-hand side, but he's actually going to be taken out. JCap going to flood in. Sharp, 2 huge kills. He needs to get in, get that drone, though. It's going to reset in 5 seconds. He'll pick that one up. Is he going to go for 1? Going to line that shot up, and he's going to knock that one down. So nice plays from Sharp.
Well, one positive thing from TK, there are 2 shots.
They can shoot. Yeah, they just need to get those 2-point plays, though. I mean, they can't just keep settling for 1. They get the drone over in perfect position, and then, one thing goes wrong.
How is Cap still alive? There's been a person chasing him since really all the way outside, like air conditioners, followed him the entire way, and this is going to turn into a dunk.
We talked about it earlier. He has some of the best movement we've seen this weekend. Him and Attach just move. It looks so fluid, so different than some of these other players we've watched.
I don't know if it was his movement or if the player chasing him needs to find a new gun.
No, it's the movement. I mean, in this game, movement really separates players. Definitely adds a huge skill gap. And, him and Attach, 2 of the best players in air in this game.
That was absolutely phenomenal. 6-2 lead right now. Looks like Denial trying to close this one out, getting kills inside of their base. We have Clay here as well. Shot's a little bit shaky. He is going to ultimately drop, but we are under 30 seconds to go in this first side. So far, it's been all Denial.
Oh, it's been all Denial. TK had a chance to get maybe two-point plays, make it a little bit closer. Probably would be 6-4, but they had to settle for ones. You got to look back and think, those plays, when Goon was trying to get the drone, and then before, when they had the drone coming into the base, Looney watching that.
They're getting another dunk.
Yeah, they're going to get another dunk. Watching that far left-hand side, Looney wasn't able to pick up that one kill. Player got behind. Got to wonder if that's going to come back to bite them. And right now, I thought they were going to have another chance for a score, but time ends, going to go into halftime 8-2 in favor of
Well, it's so difficult when you're on that side and you spawn in green because since it has a roof there, you can't jump up and put shots and the people come wrapping around blue. I mean, you don't see them really until they're dashing into the uplink. You see them for like 1 second, and you try to get some shots in, but 9 times out of 10, they're going to live through it and get that
you try and jump up top, and you're fighting the guy on the roof hanging behind that AC head glitch. And then if you go underneath, you're just kind of pushing through that tunnel. It's one alleyway. It's pretty easy to line up a headshot and shoot it straight down the hallway. Yeah, we saw, I think it was attached earlier, just you see the 3 arrows on the minimap pop, and they all try to stream out together and just drop like flies. Right, so it's pretty easy to go, but Theory, it looks like he's going to get a 2-point score right off the rip for TK. So very nice start if you're a TK
they needed
fan.
That.
Yeah,
yes.
They needed that, get a little bit of that momentum back, but you see Clay just dominating that side of the map with the bow. Not the highest in KD, but really opening up those lanes for players. And if JCap gets this one in, he's just a wizard.
He's
What is going on? How is he alive? It makes no sense how he does that.
He's using camouflage.
He is not using active
He's using camouflage.
No, he is not. In replays, he's going to put that one in. Should be an easy 1-point score, but he's going to beat down Theory. But they're really letting this one get away. I mean, this is the JCap show here in the loser bracket finals, just playing out of his mind.
Are bullets, is this the movie Wanted? Are the bullets bending around him? I don't understand. No one can shoot him.
He is just doing a phenomenal job of just staying alive. It's kind of easy to say in a shooting game. Obviously you don't want to die, but it's very difficult to just kind of keep your life and extending your life. And JCap is doing an absolutely phenomenal job. 3 streak right here. Looks like he'll be able to put in another 2-point play. And Denal is racking up the score. You see all the players on TK spawning over on that green side. They have one player who's over by drone. They're going to need him to go big, but it looks like replays. He's going to be able to get that drone out of there and just play it into the base. Not able to get a score, but just a phenomenal rally right there from Denal.
I mean, this isn't really fair since JCap is clearly hacking, as he is 24 and 14 with 8 uplinks, deflecting bullets, getting the kills, putting through the uplink. It's been phenomenal stuff from him, and TK needs a miracle. Just over 3 to play, down 10 right now.
I think TK really spent all of their energy, in that series against
trying to kill JCap.
Yeah, I mean, they spent all that series, all the energy in that series with Optic Gaming, and then trying to make that comeback in that first hardpoint game. They really kind of just seem empty in the tank.
And Replay's just going to toss it in there, see if there's anyone at Helmets able to pick it up, but it will go back to TK. We'll see if they reset or decide to wrap this out. Looks like they are going to wrap it. They're going to be going, I thought they were going to be going green side, which you don't really see all that often. Yeah, you don't really see it ever.
You used to, on that one side, you used to wrap it around green, but not anymore. It definitely puts you in a pretty bad situation. Sharp, he's going to turn on Replays, pick up 1. Theory, he's going to need to pick up this kill, finally able to kill Clayster with the drone. But you see, in this second half, we haven't talked about TK with the drone at all. They've had absolutely no control.
Well, they got the early score.
Side of the map. They got the first early score, but Denal set up immediately for, that drone again, and they were never able to get control of it again, is TK.
And still a 10-point advantage, just over 2. Sharp, 27 and 20, getting it done the slaying department for TK. Still JCap leading the way for Denial, and they're looking to close this one out. They are not letting up on the pressure.
Nope, and they're just going to have the drone sit there. They don't even need to really play for more scores. They're just going to kind of play the drone on the map and really just slay around it. You see the players of Denial just setting up on the outsides, trying to just extend the time. I mean, really, you see that one player pushing over. Yeah, now they're going to push over after they get a bunch of kills. Clay probably going to settle for a 1-point score right there. He's going to knock that one in. 15-4 in favor of Denial. It is looking good. Only 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock left in this uplink game.
Yeah, I mean, they went for the score there, but really, like you said, they can hold like 2 people in glass, 2 people outside of glass, and just really play this like it's a death match right now.
What happened right there is, Denial just kept slaying out TK, slaying out TK. TK got a little bit too aggressive. You saw Denial picked up 3 kills in the kill feed pretty quickly, and then they just went in for 1. And, for TK, it's got to be pretty frustrating to have to play against that.
Yeah. This has been a frustrating pass. They've played what? This is our 4th match. They had 5 before. The last 9 or so games, the last 2 hours have been utter frustration for TK. I mean, there's been some highs and lows, but it's
been frustration because you go on that kind of emotional roller coaster game after game, and you're just kind of spent emotionally, just mentally, really can't focus that well. And I think after that first hardpoint game, I thought personally if if TK would have won that first hard point, they would have had a chance in this series. But once it went to denial, and especially in the fashion that it went to denial in, I really thought, this was going to be potential for a, 3-0, and that looks like we're going to have.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
They're up 11 right now. You never want to say it's over, but it's over.
Kind of over, yeah. In theory, he's going to try and get that one throw in, not able to do so. Looks like they might get 2 out of it. Have players pushing into the base. Looney, he's going to get shut down by Replays. Replays should just play that drone. He might even just hold it here in green. If he just holds it here in green, I mean, they're going to have to push him, eventually get him out of there. Then he can play the drone. But looks like this one is going to be over. So Denial is going to take out TK 3-0 and move on to play Optic Gaming in the grand final.
Well, this is the final you and I talked about before the event started. We thought it would definitely be this matchup. Denial has been strong. I mean, they were strong before the trade. They've been incredible after the trade. And here they're going to make it to the finals.
What's interesting is I would have said, pre-event, I picked Denial to make it to the finals. I would have said, Attach would have a monster event. Clay obviously would play the way he's been playing, but it's really been JCap. I mean, Attach has been kind of up and down on Respawn, to finish that game 24-30, but when JCap is crushing the way he is, 33-23, just making those clutch plays consistently in S&D, I mean, they are going to be a very tough team to beat here in the finals.
Yeah, the big thing for me with JCap has been the S&D. I mean, yes, he looked phenomenal there in the up